on this camping trip is where Ian tells me, hey, I'm doing another content cop. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And he goes, yeah, it's on Ethan. And I was like, Ethan Klein? And he said, yeah, it's on Ethan Klein. And I thought, oh, no, why would you do that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You mean the one guy who's the only consistent guy who's like promoting your event?
The reason I was so concerned by this, Ethan and I had a very big misunderstanding for Critical Clash 2 with our promotion for the fight. I'm not going to tell this story again. I've told it in the past, but like everything's fine with Ethan and I. It's all done.
It's better than fine, Dad. It's better than fine.
It's good.
We're good. We are. I like Dad. I always like Dad. You know, I appreciate his heart.
You're very pro Dad, just in general.
I've always been pro Dad.
Yeah.
As a father myself.
Yeah. Maybe not with your dad.
That's probably he's a nice guy.
I'm pro Dad.
I would like him a little better if I beat him, but he's still a good guy.
Funny guy. Passionate guy.
We've talked and we've messaged and we're all good. So when Ethan and I made up, I was so relieved. This like huge weight came off my shoulders. I was like, okay, I'm not at odds with somebody. Then Ian tells me, before Critical Clash 3 is about to happen, oh, I'm putting out a hit piece on Ethan Klein. And I'm thinking, oh my God, dude, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to cause trouble? Because now I'm thinking, this is gonna ruin Critical Clash 3 and I'm gonna get screwed again. Yes, I can tell him I'm concerned. I truly thought it was a work. It was like a WWE promo thing where like they were gonna have a fake feud. They're going to make up
wishful thinking.
Right before Critical Clash 3. Genius promotion. I watch a lot of wrestling, though, so I probably was thinking incorrectly because that wasn't the case at all. It was a real beef. I don't keep my ear to the ground when it comes to YouTube drama. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's mad at who, and I don't care, and I don't want to know. I wish it was back in the 2010 days and everyone was doing sketches and stupid characters.
Now, hold on, Dad. I don't want to ruin your little parade on 2010 YouTube, but that shit was fucking insane.
Yeah. That's
you know, yeah. That's just
little rose-colored glasses.
I mean, you were doing cool content,
right?
You know, you were Glozella was doing all kinds of cool cinnamon challenges and shit.
I love
that.
Glozell.
Green lips.
Yeah, not Glozella, Glozell.
She's glowing.
She's glowing, all right.
Always.
She's still eating cinnamon to this day.
Yes, by the soup ladle full.
I will say, if you're new here, please subscribe and check out my new talk show that's filmed here in this television studio. Top of the line production quality going on in here. And I love doing it. And you can be an audience member. You can call in and you can talk to me and be on the show. So Ian and I are walking around getting firewood, and he's like, yeah.
I like how he had the
Ethan said a bunch of stuff about me.
No, go watch Dad and support him.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, he's a funny guy. He's probably good.
Yeah.
Anisa, and I need to respond to him, so I'm going to make a content cop. He puts the thing out, and he screws every single person. He screws Real Good Touring, all the business professionals who are making this event with him. Yeah. He screws me. He screws every other boxer. Yeah. Everyone was screwed from Ian's dumb video because he couldn't.
Thank you, Dad, for saying what had to be said. Despite being the ultimate team player, you really went to bat for them all the way till the end, man. And they did. They screwed you.
I'm surprised.
He's a loyal guy. He's a good guy. You know, they pushed him too far.
Yeah.
The people tremble when the good guy gets pushed too far.
The devil gets chills.
The devil gets chills.
Yeah. The man is definitely a showman. He was going all out, even at that recent charity thing.
Yeah.
He was having me and Brett punch him, and like he's like, no, you could actually punch me. Like, bro, it's a little personal with me. You really want me to really do? Okay.
Can you imagine that I was the biggest donator, the only person that supported them on that charity event, and they still made that video? I mean, I know it probably wasn't connected, but it's like the writing's on the wall a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely in better hands.
Shut up. Oh, it's not. You ruined it. There's no hands that could have saved this. King Midas couldn't have turned this into gold.
Wow. Nice.
You know?
Nice.
Jesus couldn't turn this water into wine.
Okay, yeah.
Couldn't wait 2 months. And here's the thing. I'm not going to tell someone what to make. Even though I don't like drama and negative content, it's not my place to do that. So I chose not to do that. At some point after the Content Cop video, my friend Yoda talks to me and says, all this crazy stuff's going on with Ethan from H3. Child Services is being called on him. He's getting human skulls mailed to his house. I didn't know what any of that was about, but I felt bad for him
Did it
because
sound
it sounded
good? Doesn't
insane.
sound good.
So I went to an H3 live stream and donated $20 and left a comment to try and say something positive. I also said,
Oh, that's nice. Now, I remember him doing that, and I
Well-
was like, "That's really nice."
Well-
that I'm going through this really hard time, and I appreciate any creators voicing their support for me. That was really kind. I wonder what happened as a result.
I was bummed about the Content Cop video and confused on how to move forward. Now, I'd like to clarify why I did this. I could have just...
Let me read it. It says, "Hey guys, I've heard about the stuff going down. I feel for you. Really hope everyone feels as good as they can. Hope everyone makes it out sane. And good luck, Lena. This whole thing is a bummer for all. It's weird that he put that out. I feel confused too." Oh, so he made a follow-up comment, or I guess just a chat. So the watchful eye of Anisa sees the whole. Is she busy running a failing and much needed attention event? No, she's policing what Nathan does in my chat. What a fucking loser.
Because I am unhinged.
Oh yeah.
DM'd Ethan on Instagram to say, hey, I hope you're doing well. But I hadn't talked to him in like a year, and I didn't know if he was going to respond to me. Also, I really wanted to publicly say, hey, this video is kind of weird in a simple way.
Thank you, Lena. I mentioned that he made a really sweet gesture. He reached out and he's like, hey, just so you know, I hope you don't mind that I'm going to be fighting in this event. It's nothing personal against you. And I was like, I appreciate you saying that because, like, he put you all in a really weird spot. And I think it's totally reasonable for anyone in the event to be like, hey, just so you know, me being in this event is not an endorsement of this, which they act so obtuse. They go, what does one have to do with the other? And it's kind of what Harley has been trying to explain to them, which they won't hear, is that when he does this charity event with Hassan, he's marrying the event to this beef that we have and choosing a side. And they make it pretty clear here, by the way, how they react to Nathan being nice to me, God forbid.
I said we're all kind of confused by this. I was sharing the sentiment of a few fighters that were genuinely confused as to why Ian and Anisa made this video when we all have an event coming out. So all the fighters had been very quiet and were like afraid to talk about things. So I thought if I made this donation, I could say in a sort of friendly way, hey, yeah, we kind of think this is weird. Hopefully it all blows over. I wasn't trying to insult Ian or Anisa, but I was just addressing the obvious that yes, this is awkward now. I'm sorry. And I felt that was not an unfair thing to do.
No.
Then the next day, Anisa texts me a screen grab of my donation, and she says, is this real? Anisa took that as
Is this real? As if what the fuck? Is it really that unbelievable that he would say, I'm confused, and anyway, I hope you're doing okay from CPS?
It's downright shocking.
This is a downright violation of our trust. And it proves to me that she does think that everyone fighting apparently is endorsing them and against me, including, by the way, my own fucking crew mates.
Yes.
Right?
Well, let's hear what.
How demented.
Let's hear what she
does
said.
this get?
Let's hear what she said.
is supporting her enemy that she has chosen, by the way. Ethan and Atri are not my enemy. So then Anisa makes me feel guilty and bad for what I thought was a nice thing. And she says, oh, I can't believe you would do that. I'm 44 freaking years old.
Yeah.
This is childhood, high school garbage.
Yeah.
What the heck are you doing?
Yes.
I was texting Yoda, my friend,
I
about
like Yoda.
this,
I don't know who
and I
Yoda
said,
is, but I fuck with it. I fuck with
He
Yoda
watches
heavily.
the show, Eltoid Yoda.
Oh,
He's a very nice guy, yeah.
Oh,
Wait, so the Jedi-
Lieutenant Yoda?
Altoid Yoda.
Oh,
that's-
Altoid.
Yeah.
I thought, great guy.
I love
by
Altoids.
the
I
way.
love Yodas.
Great guy.
I was texting Yoda, my friend, about this, and I said, I think I'm gonna walk. I can't believe, I'm not dealing with her. I can't do this right now. I almost quit when she called me, because Harley was out, I was talking to Harley was talking about his frustrations, I was saying, yeah, Anisa just called me. She tells me, this really hurts us.
Oh shit, he's got multicam. By the way, he just cut to another camera.
Very nice.
I was saying, yeah, Anisa just called me.
By the way, I'll say this. I really like his presence. He's standing. He's dominating the space. He's really owning the stage.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
She tells me, this really hurts us that you would say this.
What?
Because in the donation, I said, this is really confusing.
Like, I'm sorry, but fuck you. You chose to make this insane video, and now you're going to tell anyone else who's, by the way, expressing sympathy for something horrible that happened to me, unrelated to your dumbass, that this hurts you? What a fucking psycho. And I know, I'm not going to say names, but I know that she was yelling with multiple people that she likes, people that she was on the phone with. She was on the phone with these creators, and she was yelling and berating lots of people.
I have feelings.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not sure he has feelings.
All of us, I don't know why they put that video out. It hurts you that I said I'm confused why you're ruining the event.
Right.
What are you talking about? It hurts you more that you put your video out.
What about him? It hurts him that you made that dumb fucking video. What do you mean?
Being upset about it. Oh, I burned a building down. Now everyone's complaining, and it really hurts me that everyone's complaining about my fire I caused. What the heck are you talking about?
Yes, Dad.
She acted surprised.
Dad, thank you. I'm so glad. This is so cathartic for him.
I can see that.
I'm so proud of you, Dad, for fucking saying your shit, speaking on your shit, man. You know, unbelievable.
I made that comment on the H3 stream when she said, but Ian told you he was making that video on the camping trip. But
So-
just because he told me.
Yeah, so what? Oh, I confided in you. You're not allowed to be nice to Ethan ever again. The fuck?
He was making a dumb video doesn't mean I should just automatically be okay with it because I heard
Obviously,
about
man.
it beforehand. I can still think it's a dumb idea to put out when you're simultaneously putting on an event that's supposed to be non-political and not.
And which, by the way, has one of Ethan's crew members in it, who's being promoted as like heavily promoted as like the main fighter.
Yeah.
They're still unwilling to contend with the fact that this was maybe a bad miscalculation. You know why? It's snark brain. They are so snark brained. They spend all day on snark getting hyped up by the most unhinged psychopaths. So much so that Anisa is planning on coming back and streaming. She's actually deluded herself into thinking that people actually are interested in her. And, well, I am interested in you, Anisa. I promise you that, but not in the way that you want.